episode of RoKo Bros. We're here to discuss got a high school episode 6.
Like, hey, man, talk to me, bro. Hey man. Let's talk to your boy, man. What's up, man?
You know, I was like, look, I'm feeling good. I was feeling good. I was watching the episode. You know, it was a lot of information dump. I'm like, okay, I'm catching bits and pieces. I should go back in there and try and dissect this thing. Like I said, like the names, yeah, forget about that shit. That shit got thrown out the window. They just started introducing people. But, like, it was just this subtle part, like, oh, here's this announcer guy that you don't pay no mind to or whatever. We're just going to toss him in there with Mira and his family at the fucking carnival. He's got his wife and his baby daughter, literally a baby, like, got sunglasses and shit, too. And, like, random dude from Knox shows up and I guess they scrapping. He's blind, by the way. Not the guy from Knox, but the announcer guy. So, like, oh, he's blind. But he's still dope. He offers a word of encouragement to Mira. Then, like, 5 minutes later in the episode, like, off screen on, like, the news channel, you see... No, actually, they showed it, like, there's a different announcer alluding to, hey, where's Mr. Sim at? Then they show the news. It's like, oh, yeah, he's just got bodied in the park. And they show the police and some outlines or whatever, caution tape, and they show like a bloody puddle and like a body bag. And I'm like, word? Like, in that split amount of time, you took me from, all right, I'm gathering all this information. And it wasn't even something that was like really highlighted throughout the episode. It was just randomly placed in there. So it was like, oh yeah, you're riding, you're vibing. Okay, I see that. What? Really? He had a wife and a daughter. Come on. He had a family. Why did you show me that he had family?
Man.
Was it necessary?
Yo, let's talk a moment about the way fucking God of High School has these moments that they like get you invested only to fucking take it away. Like last week we got with Han and his friend and like that whole thing, which was a recurrence of like when we saw the previous episode with that shit. They introduce us, they give us a little bit of background with the announcer dude. You're like, damn, I did want to know a little bit more about him. Like, what's his story? Damn, okay, the moonlight stance caused this shit. Shit. Like, you're just like, okay, this, like, what goes more into the moonlight stance and shit like that? And I might not be getting the name right. We'll get the names right in the comments below. But, like... What is it about this that blinded this man? And he's helping the successor get to where she needs to get to in order to really bring shit. He's like, no, if I'm gonna be blinded by this shit, I'm gonna need the successor to really be out here on that shit to give me shit for my shit because I'm strong. And then they take that, introduce this fodder. And you're just like, I'm thinking more about this dude. I'm like, yo, is his walking cane like a sword? Like, are we going to see some shit go with it? And then only for it to get that live camera action shot of just this man.
But you know what? Now that you say that, I like that because it's like one of the last things that he said literally was that those words of encouragement to Mira after, letting her know that he was blinded by the moonlight sword style. And so, by him passing or him being murdered the way that he was during this competition, instead of just relying on strength alone or being able to put her it'll be easier for her to put her emotions into her sword like he said you should, because that's something, it's that grief factor, because we saw that grief factor with Han, but we're going to see this grief factor, but now you've had, not only your father, but this man who, you really didn't even know like that, but, he's deeply rooted and tied to your moonlight sword style. So, okay, I'll take that storytelling, but still, my heart can only take so much, guys. Come on.
Nah, man, they did a good job with that shit, but it's just like, damn, bro, every week, man, y'all be bringing this emotional into it, man, because it's just like, man.
At this point, it's almost like, where's it at? It's like they just try to just throw it in there every episode. But we got to hit him in the gut at least one time before the end of the episode. We're going to look out for our next episode. Where's it at? Where's the emotional heart-tugging string-like moment that's super subtle, but like, oh god, that's just beautiful storytelling. What are we doing here?
I'm like, hopefully they don't overuse it though, too. I want it to be like, that's like, okay, this is like what you do.
It depends on how they use it, Ed.
I mean, you got a point.
So far, they're 6 for 6.
I mean, you're right about that. This shit is good. I mean, like, and it was a nice change of pace episode too, because like we have been getting a lot of action, and we've been getting just like really dope animation and really amazing fights. Like you said, this was an info dump. We got all sorts of names, but we got a lot of info into it. Like, first, I want to break this shit down into sections because it needs that shit. I want to break this shit down into these 6. Like, we seen the old dude, and like he was some like his title was like some type of doctor.
He's already broken.
He's already broken. He doesn't have an arm. Like you take an old person. We already talked about that in the reaction. And an old dude already got.
And Park Nugent is his people, or his disciple. So he trained them. So, and he does acupuncture, so he knows the body. And then Jen out there doing like pressure points and shit randomly. Oh, your shoulder hurts? Boop, boop, boop. The fuck? Where the fuck did this come from, man? But, yeah, you got this old guy just like speed blitzing the shadow clone of Park Mujin, which was pretty good.
It gave me Sharingan vibes too, like Genjutsu vibes. Like when he did that, like we saw him like use his hand to stab this man, but then we see him on the side like, oh no, that was just an illusion.
Thinking about what they were talking about with those Chariok or whatever. Like, I'm thinking about what is Park Mujin's to be able to cause that palm thrust? Is it just like a giant Buddha?
Yeah, I don't know. Different things have different things. We saw that sword come down.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it for right now.
Was that from K?
No, shit, it's from the Bible.
Do you know the anime K with like the Sword Kings or whatever?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Was it KK or just K?
No, it was just K. And it was like, yeah.
Shit, yeah. That shit was pretty good.
It was good.
But no, that kind of like this big ass sword just coming down there. Got this thing inscribed on it. Like, old man Jen just, whatever. I see you. Because he had bodied everybody else. He was like, yeah, something. Here's this Full Metal Alchemist fucking alchemy circle coming from the sky.
Man, I was just like, oh, see, y'all niggas is doing that.
Fucking mining and shit. Nigga just opening like super magic gates. Just, okay.
So that's canon? He's just writing magic circles on the sky and shit? Oh, man. Like,
for this fucking cult.
Which we still don't
and they're
know
in the tournament
about.
because like they got these niggas in hoods just there. I don't even know if they said their names. Just like
I know they were just the group. They, like
Group 7.
Like nigga, we us. Like you gotta find out who we is. Like nah, man. Like that. Like I want to get into it. Yeah. And next, we got hit with all the different names of all the different groups around Korea who like is going to be in the finals of the tournament. And there's a lot of different folks from a lot of different areas. And I'm interested to see the one group we got the little cutscene for.
Which one? The guy
with the blue hair? Yeah.
The guy with the blue hair and the kid who just seems real laid back and
yes.
Honestly, opens up like a mouth portal on the ground. Dude just flames it up like.
I want to see what this man got, bro, because he honestly looks like he would be a protagonist of his own anime. Like he looked like that one on Netflix, B, with the sword. Like he looks like that guy. He looks like he would be the main character on his own shit. So I'm interested.
He also looked like that dude from Tokyo Maja. Or Tengo Tenge.
He do look like that dude. That's a good pull one. That's a good anime too.
No, Tengo Tenge was good, but like the manga,
Oh nah.
nigga, that manga was fucking chaos.
It was chaos. Like, no, they didn't hint or allude to any of that shit before the anime ended. Like, and then all of a sudden that shit went off the rails. It was so fun.
There was a giant baby in the sky. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
No, it just finished that shit. I had no idea what the fuck was happening. Oh, man.
The anime was good. I wish they continued it because it seemed like it had a really good storyline. But
I mean, I think you need an anime so you can make sense of what the fuck happened. That shit just went off. It was like air gear.
Speaking of which, I want to say right here, right now, like, wait. Hold on. Let's go back. Wait, you said like air gear?
Air gear went off the rails.
Now, hold on now, damn it. Now, listen. I'm actually going to do a video going back on why you should read Air Gear.
I think you should read it.
Like, that shit was dope. And the OVAs or whatever, those shits were dope too. Like, Air Gear, low-key slept on.
No, Air Gear was a good anime. And the manga is good.
The manga is good.
But it
did go hard. But that's what makes it great. It's about fucking rollerblades. Like, that's what makes it.
Rollerblades with elements that can do other, like, no.
Regardless, nigga, let's go.
No, Air Gear is that shit, and you should watch it and read it, like, for sure. I don't know, man. This was I'm excited to see what happens next in this next episode and get into the tournament. Like, between the 6 and these cult niggas and then the other contestants in the tournament, like, we're gonna see some stuff. I mean, based on God of High School, there's a couple of these guys who's gonna be fodder. Like, we've seen it earlier. Like, there's gonna be a couple of these guys we're gonna know their names and then, like, they're gonna get their ass beat. But you know, that's the way of this shit. Because I mean, like, this is the strongest of the strong, and I mean, like, we're gonna really see some good shit coming forward, and I can't wait for it.
I mean, neither can I. Like, I don't know how many more episodes are in the season. We're on episode 6, so I feel like they're going to go through these fights relatively fast and try and get to a resolution, maybe for a continuation of season 2. But, I mean, I'm looking forward to all of this stuff because they're introducing more and more shit and they're building more and more depth into this stuff. So I'm just excited for the fights because it's 3-on-3 now, and I love team fights.
And team fights bring so much more to the forefront too, because it's like, it's not about your individual people being strong. It is about that, but like, that's not all there is to it. There's tactics, and then there's like matchups, and there's like, you know, strategies that go into it, and like, I mean, it brings a lot of that stuff to the forefront. So we'll be
the best to ever do tournaments with Yu Yu Hakusho. I'll debate anybody on that any day.
Yeah. I mean, that's facts. I mean, like, I don't think that you can even debate that shit because, like, shonen tournaments was, the way they even done was based, like, they take it from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Now,
like,
I have high hopes in this. But at the same time, like, they're throwing in those fights so fast, I don't know if there can be a good enough story development for it. Because it was a whole fucking like saga.
It was.
But this whole show is dedicated to a tournament, though.
It is. It's like the show is a tournament. That's what it is.
Which you know what? Which gives me good high hopes for it because if that's the case, I can put it in a realm to compare it to Yu Yu Hakusho, the Dark Tournament.
I mean, like, it's on its way. I feel. I mean, like, it's really great so far. And I mean, like, I hear what you're saying, but like you said to yourself, they're 6 for 6 so far. Anything that they've done it well enough to keep us waiting for the next episode. And I don't see that stopping. And I think that as we go forward, I think that they're going to be able to introduce these people, get the fodder out of the way, and get us to the meat of the people who are going to have an impact on the overarching story with the Charyuk and like these factions and like what they do. I think that they're gonna do a good job of it. And I mean, like, I can't wait. I mean, shoot. I mean, shit. I mean, I think we.
Hey, that sounds good to me, brother. Well, look, hey, that's all. That's the end of that. That's the end of the review. That's all we got, guys.
I mean, yeah. Tell us what you liked in the episode. Tell us, what was your favorite parts, what you're looking forward to, and get back with us, man. Because, like, there's a lot of stuff going on. We might have a poll this week on like what we're most interested in, and on Twitter. And I mean, past that, man, like, we'll see you guys next time, man. And man, this is the RoKo Bros.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one, guys.
Hey, y'all, be easy.
Peace.